Someone has finally made up their mind about you. And I'm really excited about this reading. And the reason why I'm excited about this reading is because I feel like you've been back and forth when it comes to like relationships and connections for a while. For some of you, I feel like it's been maybe a very long time since you've actually taken an interest in somebody. And I feel like you're the type of person, like, you don't necessarily find people attractive just off of first initial attraction or seeing someone, right? So there's something here about you being in a space where someone has finally made a decision about you. So this could be in a friendship sort of situation, co-worker, business partnership, someone in your area, getting to know them. Public transport is a big thing as well, is what I'm seeing. So trains, buses, trams, aircrafts, airplanes. There's something here about submarine ships as well. So some of you could work in the military or the Navy, something along that area, that sector, okay? But there is something here about someone making a decision about you, and this person has finally made up their mind about you. So I do feel like this is something where you could have been getting to know this person from about 6 months to a year and a half, okay? Something here about it being really slow, like very slow burn sort of situation. And you being in a space of just genuinely just wanting to get to know someone because you really just kind of want to be in a space of feeling connection, okay? It's kind of what I'm getting. But it's exciting because whoever you are dealing with, you've made the decision about this person already. You've already made a decision that you're attracted to this person, you like this person, and you know, you're willing to see where it goes. But this person was kind of in two minds about it, because I'm getting a hangman in my head. They weren't really sure, and there was a number of factors of why they weren't sure. They weren't sure basically based on you. They weren't sure simply because I'm seeing you as someone who is a very friendly and bubbly person. However, you don't necessarily come across as someone who is overly flirtatious. I feel like you're someone who's friendly, who's kind, and things like that. And even if you do like someone, whoever that person is, whoever the recipient is of the love or like you have for them, are not going to pick up off of your initial, you know, conversations or interactions that you actually like them. It would have to be a thing where you outright come out and say, look, I actually like you and I want to see where this goes. And I don't feel like any of you have actually said that or implied that, or even flirtatiously have tried to communicate that in whatever way that is. So because of that, this person was kind of touch and go. They weren't really sure. They were in a space of just feeling like you was a really good friend, a really good connection, and they enjoyed either spending time with you, or, you know, spending time. I mean, here like spending time with you at work, things of that nature. They weren't really sure, okay? This person has been communicating to friends and close relatives. So I'm seeing like a cousin. I'm seeing a sister. I'm also seeing a brother as well. I'm also seeing like an older gentleman. Okay, so this could be a grandfather, or I heard a great uncle. I'm also hearing a great aunt as well. So there could be something about that too, where they're communicating with these individuals about you and not necessarily knowing the direction to take it in, or needing some advice about the direction they want to take your connection in, okay? For some of you, there are a lot of factors here at play as to why this person has been in a space of feeling like they're not sure. But they are sure now because of the conversations they've had with a particular trusted loved one. Some of the factors was to do with race. Some of the factors was to do with language. Some of the factors were also to do with ethnicity. Some of the factors was to do with work and occupation status and stuff like that as well. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, it was to do with distance. Okay, so whether that's you live in different cities, or you live in different countries, islands, whatever it is, okay? But someone has made a choice about you, okay? And the choice that they've made is that they are basically going to come towards you. They're going to confess how they truly feel. Sorry, y'all, it is hot as hell in the UK. I think it's about 31 degrees right now, and I'm cooking. I'm like, bitch. Yeah, London, don't get me wrong, the heat's beautiful, but London ain't made for this heat. Okay, we ain't got no fucking aircon. Do you understand? Oh, Okay. I got the fan on here, so if you can hear it, please forgive me. So yeah, this person's gonna come and confess their feelings to you, basically. They're in this space of really wanting to go above and beyond to show you that they are serious. And now I'm starting to get emotional. I'm like, I feel like I wanna cry, but I ain't. Yeah, this person, they wanna do some really grand gestures, not because they feel like it's something that will woo you, not to say that it's going to be something that will draw you in, but they want to do it because they know that you are worthy of it. They know you are worthy of it. And I feel like from some of the things that you've shared with this person and the experiences that maybe some of you have gone through with this person as well, in such like a, let's say it's a short period of time, like 6 months to a year and a half is not a long time. Like a year goes by like that. But there's been so much like emotional, mental, and even to some extent physical connection that you guys have developed between the two of you, that this person knows a lot and they want to make the grand gesture mean something impactful. They want to show you that you are worthy of these things. I'm also feeling that this person didn't necessarily come from a lot. I feel like they came from a very broken down family, didn't necessarily have a lot of money, but they have worked their way up to where they are comfortable with money. But this is something that they don't necessarily flash or show or betray, and to be honest, they don't even look like they are someone who is well off in a sense. Okay, now I'm not necessarily saying that this person is like a millionaire or whatever. However, I am saying that this person is comfortable. Not to say that they're not, but I am saying that this person is comfortable when it comes to finances and things of that nature. Okay, basically, in other words, they've got you, whether you're a man or a woman, whatever, they've got their finances. Okay, and I feel like you also have your stuff together, and if you haven't, it's almost in the sense of like you're working your way towards that. Basically, I'm hearing spirit say that that's not an issue. Okay, this person is not necessarily looking at you for the things that you have. They're looking at you for the person that you are, and what you have provided them emotionally, mentally, and even just your presence has been holds more weight than any kind of financial or materialistic thing that they could have, buy, or even possess. Okay, it means more to them. So that's what I'm sort of picking up. And it's this thing where they've gone to like their trusted loved ones and they've been in this space. I'm seeing like 2 people sitting on the couch, including your person, and them having a conversation and really pouring out their heart for the first time about how you make them feel, why they're interested in you, and why they really want to take things to the next level with you, but not necessarily knowing how you feel about them taking the next steps. And I'm seeing the loved one advising them, well, if this person is for you, if you feel this type of way about this person, then you should go ahead and do so. And that's why they're going ahead and doing so. They're going to let you know how you feel. So some of you, there could be some kind of like romantic dinner that's coming up. There could also be some type of surprise trip or unexpected trip is also what I'm getting, where something is booked for you. This could be around a birthday. I'm also hearing an anniversary, so maybe the loss of a family member for you. They're going to do something on that day as a memorable day for you. So it's not such a day that's of, you know, like when people pass away, it can be a day where yes, you rejoice in their memory, but it can feel very, you know, heavy-hearted because you missed that person because they're not physically here. So they're going to do something where it's on a day that is kind of bittersweet, but they want to sweeten it for you. So it could be on the anniversary of a passed over grandparent or a loved one or a friend, a cousin, whoever's passed over. I am getting a male that's passed over though, so you could have had a grandfather or an uncle or a cousin that may have passed, or a brother or something. And maybe they died at an age that was considered young or young for them. Okay, I don't know why I'm picking up the age 54. I'm also getting 36, and I'm also getting the age 18. Okay, so those ages could be, I'm getting a name Nick. Those ages could be significant. Nick, Nicholas, Nikolai, nickel, the metal. Nicola, Nate, Natalie, Nathan, Nathaniel. Don't know, I'm just, all of these names are just coming out, right? So there could be that as well. You could have recently lost somebody, okay? Did I say dad? Could have been a dad figure as well. So yeah, there's that too. So they're going to do something memorable. So you may notice that this person's asking you a lot of questions. So they'll be asking you questions of like, you know, what's your plans for the next month, or what's your plans for the end of the year, or what's your plans for this, or what's your plans for that, or, you know, kind of trying to figure out your schedule so they can plan this big grand gesture. I'm not going to spoil some of the things that I'm seeing in my mind, because I do want to keep it as a surprise for you. But I feel like some of the places that this person's gonna provide this grand gesture in are very like scenic spots where there's good aesthetics, beautiful lakes, rivers, oceans. I'm also seeing like a water fountain. I'm also seeing some like beautiful destination spots that are known for beautiful beaches as well. I'm hearing Hawaii, so that could be significant for you. I'm also hearing Indonesia, so I don't know why that's coming. That could be something significant, and things of that nature, okay? So there's a few spots that I'm hearing the sea, and I'm also hearing Chile as well. So I'm seeing those beautiful scenic spots, and I'm seeing like bright lights, I'm seeing flowers, I'm seeing good lighting, I'm seeing a photographer, a videographer, I'm seeing all of these beautiful things, okay? I'm also seeing someone like, I don't know if it's like a mountaintop, like a peak mountaintop, or like a hiking spot, a hiking trail that's quite high up that has like a really beautiful view. But when you get to it, it's like a massive grand surprise up there, up on this hiking route or spot. It's well decorated, well lit, yeah. So I'm seeing beautiful things like that. And the reason why this reading is coming through is because, if you haven't gathered already, this is very much a reading for singles. There is going to be another reading that I'm going to do after this for couples, but this is very much a singles reading. The reason why you are getting this message is simply because the Spirit is saying that this person, if they haven't already, they will start to help you to heal through a lot of the things that you have gone through. I'm hearing that for those of you that are watching this video right now, you may have experienced things like SA, R, the R word, things of a very graphic and dehumanizing experience for yourself, okay? And maybe this is some of the reasons why you shied away from aspects of like relationships and love and intimacy and things like that. There's something here about this person helping you to regain your power when it comes to sensuality and sexuality too, okay? And understanding intimacy, but from a new point, from a new person, from a whole new perspective. And I feel like this person, I'm also getting that this person is not your usual type of expectation, which is why some of you are also hesitant as well. But Spirit is saying that instead of seeing people with your eyes, they want you to see people with your heart, okay? Aesthetics, and, you know, it's not to say that you're not supposed to be physically attracted to your person. I genuinely do feel like you're supposed to be physically attracted to your person. But it is to say that Spirit is saying that these things can change. These things can shift over time, okay? Think of a couple that have been together for 50 years. The amount of changes the body has gone through. Aesthetics has changed. Energy has changed. Personality and characters change over time. So this message is more so as a reminder to say, like, instead of basing things off of just the surface level, why did I say it like that? Surface level. Go deeper, okay? I don't know what what was trying to come out then, but go deep. Okay, be in it for the long haul, okay? Because this person has already decided in their mind they're in it for the long haul, They're in it through sickness, through health, through changes, through the 7 different people that you may become over time. They're in it for the long haul, okay? It's for you to decide whether you're in it for the long haul and to go deeper. Surface can only get you so much, but the depth, someone who cares for you, someone who allows you to feel safe, someone who you can literally grow with, someone who you can trust, someone who you can confide in, you know, someone who can lift you up in the moments where you feel like you're completely down and at the bottom of the barrel. It's like being in that space, that space of deep understanding, deep knowing, deep connection, which is something very rare to come across nowadays. And I feel like you're experiencing that with this person, okay? You're experiencing what it feels like to really connect on a deep level with somebody. And maybe you're the type of person who you don't really connect much with people, or you've given up connecting with people because you may find that a lot of people are shallow. I'm just gonna say it, and no one's not really touching that deep ocean where you would want them to touch, okay? So I'm kind of feeling that for you, and I feel like Spirit is saying that you may be apprehensive, you may be scared, you may be not sure, especially because of all of the differences that maybe you and this person do have. But the one thing that is clear, or the few things that are clear, is that you both share the same morals and values, okay? And that was why you connected in the first place. You connected not because of you guys eat necessarily the same foods, or because that person looks hella good or whatever. Not to say that this person doesn't, because I feel like some of the energy I'm picking up on these people are lookers, okay? But it's not just that. Do you understand? It's more. It's the person behind within the meat suit, around the meat suit, okay? It's the energy, it's the soul, it's the presence, it's the essence, okay? And Spirit is saying that they really just want you to be in a space of giving this a chance, okay? I feel like there's something here about you and this person watching stars together. Or there's something here about when you look at the moon, this person's also looking at the moon. When you're looking up at the stars, this person's also looking up at the stars. There's a lot of mirroring energy that's going on between you and them. And this person, while they're planning all of this, I'm hearing that there's 75% positive that you are going to decide to take your connection to the next level, but there's that 35% of them that's scared that they're gonna get rejected. And I feel like this is also why this person has taken their sweet time, and it took them a while to actually confess how they truly felt, because they weren't necessarily sure if it was worth putting in the effort to provide this I'm hearing proposal. So whether this is like straight up they're just gonna ask you to marry them even though you guys ain't even dated, it could be a situation like that, or it's a thing they're asking you proposal, a girlfriend proposal or boyfriend proposal or a husband proposal, wife proposal, whatever proposal it is, okay? Or even a dating proposal, okay, is what I'm getting. So it's a thing like where they just wasn't sure before, but now they're just willing to take the risk because they're like, they understand that this connection is very rare. And I also feel like this is a very spiritually rich and tight-knit connection too. Like, they are aware that this is not a connection that you would share or have with anyone else, okay? And I'm also getting that in your conversations, you've kind of both been hinting that you don't necessarily speak to other people the way that you speak to them, or things of that nature. In your meetups as well, there's a lot of things that I'm hearing shared commonalities. I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now. It's in the Seraphical dictionary, right? Shared commonalities, okay? Someone go let me know if that's a word or not, but in real life. But yeah, there's something here about you having similarities and sharing things that you don't share with other people. So because of this, and because of how things have been developing between you and this person, like I said, it feels, again, 6 months to a year and a half. I don't feel like you guys have been connected more than that. I would push it to maybe 2 years, but I wouldn't go past that. Because of this, you guys you have mutual understanding and sharing. So this is why this person is taking a leap of faith. Their family is all behind it. For some of you, I feel like you are connected to this person's family. Like you've maybe met a few of them, or you may be friends with this person's family. Like you could be friends with their brother, or you could be friends with their sister, or again, cousin or neighbor or something of that. You have some type of ties to the family, not like close, but you know of them and they know of you. And I think that's what's also helping the decision for this person to come forward. I was about to say this masculine, so it could be a masculine energy, doesn't necessarily have to be gender specific. It could just be someone who holds a lot of masculine energy initially, okay? Upon approach is also what I'm hearing, okay? I was gonna say a porch, so some of you could have a porch, okay? A porch outside, like your house has a porch, okay? I'm seeing chairs on the porch. I'm seeing like a rocking chair on the porch as well. I'm seeing like the banister bit of some of the porches is like a whitish pink color, or white and pink, so that could also be significant. There's something here about a dollhouse as well. And it's funny, I'm wearing white and pink. A dollhouse is significant as well. So I don't know if you have a dollhouse, or you're a collector of dollhouses, or you've gifted like your niece, nephew, sister, whoever. I'm also hearing non-binary child as well. A dollhouse or something of that nature. But there's something here about a dollhouse, okay? But this is also why this person is very confident in their decision, because their family does approve of you. Not to say that if their family didn't approve of you that they wouldn't still do so, but I feel like that's given them an extra edge. It's given them an extra boost in confidence, and whoever they've been speaking to has more confidence and has reassured them that they're gonna have the outcome that they want, which is basically you saying yes to whatever direction they choose, or you both choose to level up this connection and move forward. And I honestly just feel like this is going to be something that's beautiful. I do feel like some of you have had a lot of obstacles that have come when it comes to this connection, where there's been a lot of maybe interferences or people trying to sway you or distractions and stuff. But because of that, somehow it's only made the both of you stronger. It's like each time those situations have come to kind of derail you or distract you, there's just been something about you both coming together to overcome those problems, even at the platonic stage of what I feel this connection is for a lot of you, okay? This is kind of what I'm feeling. There's something here about painting. This person could be a painter. This reading is going to be a long reading, because I thought I was just going to channel, but they're telling me to pull cards. This person could be a painter of some sort, so painting the house or something, okay? There's something here about painting houses. There is soulmate on the bottom of the deck, so this is someone that you do connect with on a very high vibrational frequency as well. So they could be a painter, they could be someone who paints houses. It could be a thing where they are a painter in terms of like artistically, or you guys do like a painting class together of some sort. It's also what I'm getting to, okay? Or you've helped your person decorate a house is also what I'm getting. Or there's some kind of house decoration, house renovations, or this person's renovating a house for you, okay? Any messages? There's cards flipping, abundance, yeah. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, to gratitude and bliss. So you see how this person is literally ecstatic. They're in this space where they're just so happy. Like, I feel like you are in a love bubble. And it's so funny because I feel like whoever this person is, you haven't necessarily told anyone about them. And I don't feel like this person has shared their connection with anyone outside of the loved ones who they have confided in about this. But there's something about when they're with you, or around you, or just connecting with you, they feel abundantly rich. Not necessarily finances, not necessarily to do with finances. However, they may notice that how their finances have enriched since you've been in their life. But I don't necessarily feel like it's that. I feel like it's more so like mentally, emotionally, psychologically as well, how they think, their brain, how they maneuver things. Their mental health has improved abundantly. It's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you provide this level of internal richness that they haven't experienced with anyone else. Passion. This person feels very, very passionate about you. There's a certain chemistry that you guys have, and the chemistry that you have is insane, like for each other equally. See, so I do feel like you do like this person, but it's a thing where you have to be willing to take a leap of faith, and I don't feel like you will regret it. Obviously, use your own discernment. This ain't about your toxic ex, your toxic husband, or any fussy hole. Any fussy hole that you was dealing with before. It ain't about them, okay? This is someone that you've been getting to know, and they haven't done you any wrong. If anything, this is like green flag, green flag, green flag. If there was a gold flag, they would be it, okay? This is kind of what I'm feeling. Photography. So looking at your photos, so this could be someone that you met online. This could be someone where they watch you online. If you do have some kind of online presence, or even just an online, or just have social media, this person has kind of shared your social media with the people that are closest to them to say like, okay, this is the person, I'm, you know, things like that. But there's something about them they love looking at you, okay? There's a photo, pictures, because photos just came out, okay? But there's something here. Maybe you've recently gone on holiday and you've sent pictures to this person, and you know, when you're on holiday, you like to take your best pictures because you're in your best clothes, you know, like you might have a new fade, makeup on fleek, hair on fleek, so you know, you like to take your little cute pictures, like your beach pictures. And the reason why I say that is because the sun is in the background with what looks like water, symbolized by water. So you could meet this person on holiday, or you did meet them on holiday, or you're taking pictures abroad, and you've either sent these pictures to this person, or you've uploaded these pictures to your social media platforms, and they're in awe over your pictures, okay? This is also a message to say that some of you that think you are not photogenic are highly, okay, hear me when I talk, highly photogenic, okay? If you don't think you're photogenic, you're wrong. It's basically what Spirit is saying. You look good in photos, okay? This could be something about like you getting used to your face, you getting used to pictures. And to confirm this, you're gonna have people telling you like how either attractive you are, how photogenic you are, or how good your pictures look, or something like that. Okay, it's like you're coming into understanding that you don't look as bad on camera or video as you thought you did. Okay, there we go. I'm also feeling, because I saw the separation card just a minute ago, I'm also feeling like this particular person was in a space where you was helping them to overcome something or get over somebody. There could have been a thing where they might not have initially just ended a relationship, but for some of you, I do feel like it's a space where they had detached from somebody while they were speaking to you. So that kind of helped. But you helped them to overcome a heartbreak or some kind of loss that they have gone through. So like I said, it could have been like a loss of a parent or loss of someone close to them that they cared about, right? Yeah, look, axe, and that was a card that just flipped over. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Yes, I feel like whoever they were dealing with before, this person abandoned them, okay? Because this nice girl, this nice guy, this nice woman, this nice man, they were genuinely someone who they gave their all, and they will give their all. Like, if they care about you and they love you and they really want to just like be there for you, they will give their all. And I feel like the all that they were given was not reciprocated, not received, not appreciated, not loved. It feels like it was very unrequited, which caused them to be in this space of, you know, cutting the situation off and allowing themselves to ascend to a higher height. Okay, balloons could be significant. I'm seeing red, white, and blue balloons. I'm also seeing yellow balloons and pink balloons. Okay, but it's almost as if like they had to go through the situation in order to realize that not everyone is deserving of the love that they have, and that their love needs to be preserved and only given to a specific person when it comes to romantic situations. I was going to say situations, but this person, like I said, does like you a lot. They do like you. This person might even doodle. Like, you know, when you're like, you're either doing something, like I'm seeing someone like watching maybe a YouTube video or some kind of podcast, or listening to a podcast where they've got like a notebook and they're just doodling. So something here about you could be a university student. You could be studying. I'm also hearing night school, so you could be doing night school as well. Evening classes. I'm hearing getting a degree or a PhD. Some of you are going for your PhDs. And I'm also hearing if you was on the fence about going for your PhD, this is your sign that you should. Some of you want to, but there's been a lot of like pros and cons you've been weighing out about it, especially when it comes to money. I'm hearing Spirit say don't worry about the money will be provided for. But some of you are supposed to go and get your PhDs, not for the certificate, but for the people that you're going to meet through this journey and where it's going to take you. Okay, it's not so much about the certificate, it's about the journey. Okay, that's also what I'm seeing. Talking. So that's what I'm saying. You and this person talk a lot. There's something here significant about a computer. I don't know if you can see a computer here. Okay, so you guys could be writing messages. I'm also seeing the phone in my mind. Okay, so you can see you could be writing messages, things of that nature. All right, emails, calls, texts. Okay, you could even receive a message from this person right now, like a text message comes to you as you're watching this video. All right, or after. This person, if they send you a text, they could be confirming something you said, like, oh, you confirmed a date to meet up, or you've confirmed something that they've said, like answer the question, something here about confirmation. But I am really getting that this person's going to up-level your life. Not that you need them to up-level your life, but they really are. There's also something about relocation here as well. So I don't know if you're going to be relocating to the city that this person is in, or you're going to be or they're going to be relocating, city, country, island. I don't know, but this is something that's going to be talked about. But I'm hearing that this person is willing to go wherever you are. Okay, and it may be a big step for them as well. But I'm also feeling like maybe you're in a space of being open to relocating or traveling. I'm seeing both of you traveling together as well to different destinations. You're both traveling together and ticking certain places off of your bucket list. It's also what I'm getting. Heartbroken, okay, deeply hurt. So I'm kind of feeling like this, you both may have gone through, I'm kind of feeling like, even though I feel like this person did go through something, I feel like you've gone through something as well. Like I said, I mentioned before, you may have gone through some really horrific and traumatic experiences, and they're helping you to get over that. And I feel like those experiences really broke your heart, I mean, to pieces, okay? And you're trying to heal yourself. You've been doing a lot of the personal, you know, internal healing pretty much by yourself. I'm even seeing that some of you may have gone to therapy. You've spoken to people, you may have even gone in depth. Some of you may have done like energy healing, coaching, things like that. Maybe you know, alternative methods of therapy and healing is what I'm seeing that you've done. Some of you may even be working with like sensual and sex coaches as well to really open up that aspect of you again. Okay, because I'm seeing like the kundalini rising, like the snake. So I'm kind of seeing that. So some of you are really healing from heartbreak, but I feel like you're both healing each other from this heartbreak or this hurt, or I'm even hearing like experiences from everyday life you guys are, because you've got each other, it's making dealing with everyday life easier. Okay, for some reason I am seeing that the conversations between the two of you have become more frequent of recently. So I don't know if it's a thing where the conversations were slow because of the apprehensions of what was really going on, because maybe some of you didn't voice what was going on. It was just kind of like, oh, we're friends, we're acquaintances, we're dating, we're getting to know. There was no labels. So I think because there's been something's been made clear, or something's about to be made clear, and it's going to increase the level of communication between the two of you. Okay, I'm seeing video calls, video chats. That's too many cards. Like you popped out again. Okay, dragonflies could be significant. I was under that card. Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Yeah. So like I said, you guys are both in the space of healing each other. Okay. I think dragonflies are similar to, is it similar to butterflies? I'm not even sure. They go through a certain metamorphosis. Okay. So they have to go through a whole process of getting their wings, but it can be quite painful. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm seeing. Wings are significant as well. Okay, maybe you feel like this person gives you wings, or some of you have dreams of having wings. Maybe some of you might actually have wings in the 4D. So there's something here about that. There's something about your what's it called, shoulder blades. Okay, There's something that's the span about your shoulder blades. Someone might have very attractive shoulder blades, or someone has a very attractive back. Okay, the back can be backing. Let me stop. There's something about your back. So this person could have a very attractive back. Something about, you know, like I think women have it as well, but you know when you work out and you've got a really muscular back and you have like a cobra back, you know, like when they do the pose and your back looks like a cobra. It could be something about that. Let's get off that topic, shall we? There's something about that. Okay, sword and rose, clarity, truth, revelations. That's what I'm saying. This is also someone who is willing to really just ride the wave for you. I'm getting, if you're a feminine, you're big on having someone who can stand the test of time, but also have a level of protection, and not just physically but spiritually. Like, be in a space of really prioritizing protecting your mental, your emotional, your physical and your psychological health. There's something here big on protection. That's how you feel, and I feel like this person provides it. And I feel like initially maybe this was not something that you noticed that they were either doing, or you maybe thought they couldn't do, but you are seeing that they do this quite well compared to a lot of people in your life. They prioritize your mental health especially. Okay, and I'm also feeling like you really see how much they are in tune with you, and how much they are paying attention to not just what you do but who you are, and that's something that you don't necessarily experience a lot. Okay, so the truth and the revelations, I was gonna say relevance, revelations is the fact that, oh, sword and a rose. Okay, clarity, truth, revelation. I've got roses on my dress, guys. I don't know if you can see, like, can you see the rose here? So that's why I was like, oh, okay. And something told me to wear this dress today, right? So sword and rose. So roses could be significant. Okay, golden mirror. So both of you are done with dealing with one-sided relationships. Okay, I'm getting the name Anton, Ant for sure, or Ants for sure, Anthony, Roland, Ronald. I'm also hearing the name Jamal, Jacob, Joshua, Jesse, Logan, Legan, Tegan, Lionel. Okay, I'm getting quite a few names today. Okay, so we're just gonna get a few more and then I'm just gonna wrap it up because this message is already at 37, which I did not expect it to be, baby. What's this? Hammer. Yeah, okay. So this person, I don't know if this person used to self-sabotage, but they're not in the space of doing that anymore. I do feel like this person may have been in a space where they've had to work a lot on their self-esteem and how they see themselves. And I feel like they've had to work on it because there have been a lot of people who have hammered very negative forms of self-image about themselves into them. So they've taken on a lot of belief systems about their appearance and who they are personally and internalized that, and some of those things have become their belief systems or were their belief systems. But I feel like they've done a lot of unlearning of these things simply because of like their past relationships or things that they've now released, and the things that they've gone through. But they're now in the process of rebuilding. Okay, like they're working on it with the hammer card. Some of them could work in construction, some of them could be really good handymen, or they are a handyman, or some of them are just good at building things, like doing DIY projects or putting things together. Maybe this person has put a few things together for you, or they've built something for you. Okay, I'm seeing like cabinets, chest of drawers, bed frames, shelving. You know, maybe this is how you met this person. Maybe it's a thing where you met them through renovation services or house services. Okay, and you just guys became close because of that. You needed a shelf putting up and you went to the is it directory? I don't know. But you went somewhere, you got a number, and you called the person, and this person is that person, okay? But they're very handy, okay? I'm hearing they hit the nail. What is it? They hit the nail on the head. That saying, hit the nail on the head. That's it. So I'm hearing that saying as well. So I feel like this person, when you communicate, they're very on point with a lot of things, you know. And I'm just seeing that conversations are just flowing between the two of you. It's kind of what I'm getting, okay? I don't feel like you've been given anyone else the time of day because of how this person makes you feel. But I feel like the connection between the two of you is only going to increase, and it's beautiful. And it's almost like this, I don't want this reading to end because there's so much more I could say about you and this person. But I genuinely just feel like what I could say is just gonna reveal more of what needs to be kept like a surprise for you. So even now I'm stumbling over my words, so it's like they want me to wrap it up, but I genuinely do feel like this is a connection for you, and it's not something that's toxic. It doesn't feel like anyone from the past. It does feel very brand new. It does feel very expansive. It does feel very much this person is going to be a part of